What's up, guys? It's Lunatic, and I'm here with Carlos,
Hello, everyone.
and we're here with the recap of Week 4. The first matchup we had was actually your game, the Barcelona Guard Champs against the Delaware Kieran Black Foxes. Carlos
Oh, yeah.
brought the Reuniclus, Megadance, the Latios, Heatran, Gliscor, and Heracross, and Zern brought the Zygarde 50%, Tauros, Mew, Delibird, Skarmory, and Lucario. So, Carlos, do you understand the power of Delibird now?
What the fuck is the Delibird doing? I hate that mon, dude. I
Yeah.
honestly did not think, like, out of all the mons he has on his roster, I didn't think Delibird was coming at all.
Wait, but I mean, your team is little ice. Like you have a Gliscor and a Latios. I feel like people want to bring their ice types against you.
Yeah, but it's a fucking Delibird. Like, what the
Um,
fuck?
I
It killed my Mega Diancie, which was my best win con against him, and it got 50% of Aladios.
so get good. What did you? Dude, that's a tier 5 mon right there.
Yeah, literally, Delibird and Tauros both got 2 kills, and they're tier 5s.
Delibird only got 1 kill,
Yeah, yeah. I mean like
one
two
and a half.
kills with one, yeah, one of each.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
dude.
and then again, once again, you get frozen.
Okay, yeah. So the game was going decently good, to be honest. We both were making some very a lot of switches because none of us got rocks up at the end. Then I ended up creating extra and Skarmory with my Heracross, which ended up by him me knocking it out. But then again, I paid up for that, and he ended up freezing my Reuniclus.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 weeks in a row kind of sucks. Also, like I was Trick Room Reuniclus because like you helped me build that,
Hmm.
so you know that just clean at that point. But oh
Yeah, at
well,
that
it
point it was
fucking
done.
happens.
Hmm. I did that thing again where I I didn't fix the death on on the page, so it shows that all of his mons
Oh,
died.
it, get good, Luna. Come on
Every
now.
week. I'm pretty sure what was left was Mew and Skarmory. I think
Yeah,
that's.
it was Mew. No
I know
wait,
Mew for
Mew and
sure.
Mew and Sideguard.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So yeah, Mew and Psyker
Yeah,
were the ones that didn't die.
yeah.
Um.
So unfortunately, it got frozen, and like I asked him like, "Do you had a at least taunt and Mew to stop the trigger?" He's like, "No, I didn't." I'm like, "Ah, fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of unfortunate, but it happens. Even though it happens twice, it happens anyways.
Yeah. All right. That was
Hoping I don't get freeze next week, just saying.
good. All right. The next game that happened was between Colton and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, and fuck, I forgot his APB. I think that's what he
A,
goes by.
AT, wait,
I I forget.
AB, I don't know, honestly.
He's Justin's placeholder while he's away.
Replacement. Okay, I'm looking at it's actually TPV.
T. Okay.
TPV, yeah.
TPV. Okay. Um.
So you wanna go ahead and explain this game?
This game was Zora kills things.
Yep.
It was Zorak and Gardevoir. That was the entire game. Colton.
Literally,
Yeah, that was literally the whole game.
that was the entire game.
It,
Actually, I think
Celesteela
Europe got
came
a...
in once.
No, I didn't.
Megan
Yeah, so
Blaze came
Cotton
in once.
6-0'd, and just Sorak and Gardevoir got all the kills.
Yeah. Um, turn 1, he got set up with Zorak disguised as Gardevoir.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, that miss mattered quite a bit because he was Choice Bandit or
yeah.
Dactyl, so that would have killed the
Oh
Sorak.
yeah, that would have killed. Yeah, it was definitely a hack. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Maybe that would have taken a different route. Nonetheless, though, I feel like Cotton played well, even though it was just with 2 months.
yeah, I mean, he just set up with the Zorak, nasty plotting. He had the Sludge Bomb and Night Days, which dealt with everything.
Yeah,
That
I was
TPV had.
actually surprised the Primarina didn't leave the Slush Bomb because I know the thing has a lot of good special defense.
Yeah, I mean, Zora can hit pretty hard, and it was at +2. Um,
Yeah, I mean that is true.
so yeah, and then he was able to set up on Mega Sableye while he was calm minding, and he just plotted up and dealt with that.
Yeah, cause he could coal mine faster than the nasty plot.
Yeah. One part that I found confusing was when Gardevoir was behind a substitute, and
And
TPB went for his own sub with Shaman.
yeah, that didn't make much sense at all.
Yeah, he had to break the the Gardevoir sub because then afterwards Machamp had to also get sacked because Gardevoir
Yeah.
was still behind a substitute.
So at the end of the day, like he technically sacked 2 months just to break us up.
Yeah, when he could have just done it with one.
Yeah, exactly. That was pretty unfortunate for him.
Yep.
So there's not much to talk about this game. It was just a plain 6-0.
That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next game.
What is Justice Raker? Just curious.
Uh, I'll pull it up right now. I think it started off 2-0 and now it's 2-2, or
A 2-2, yeah, with
I'd
a
imagine.
quite a bit of differential loss too.
Let me see. Yeah, 2-2.
Oh damn, that's unfortunate. Hopefully TPB picks it up. He joined the D League recently too, so maybe that's gonna help him out. You know, kind of gauge to the people that we play here.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that could help.
All right. So the next game was between Destin and the Mobile Bewares and Storm of the San Diego Sneasels. Destin brought Weezing, Mean Xiao, Landers T, Tapu Fini.
I'm sorry, I just can't stop laughing.
Alright, Gastrodon. Whoa, you fucked me up, dude. Tapu Fini,
Okay,
Circuitry, and
okay.
Clefairy.
I'm stop. No,
I'm
stop,
good.
stop, stop, stop.
Storm
All
brought
right.
Gastrodon, Swellow, Entei, Ferrothorn, Castelia, and Manaphy. Uh, I went through a bunch of replays right now, so I'm a little kind of
Yeah,
forgot.
same, dude. Because there's actually people playing right now.
Yeah, at the time of recording, the next week battles are like happening live, so getting the battles mixed up. This
Yeah.
was week 4. All right.
So Destiny started pretty good. The
Oh, I just remember the end. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I know. I remember the end too. So I'm going through a replay. He sacked the. Well, I guess he doesn't have any good switches for Spec Swallow, anyways. But he sacked the Weezing very early.
What did Weezing do, really?
It flamethrower Ferroton for like 60 damage, and then
Yeah,
it
but I
died.
mean in the matchup, what does it do?
Maybe I think it was meant to take on Kangaskhan, probably.
Was it rock? Did we see an item on it?
No, it just died to
Oh, it just died.
Swallow.
Because
Yeah,
yeah,
it just dropped.
it might have been a Rocky helmet for the king.
Yeah, it might have been something like Rocky Helmet, Pain Split, something like that.
I don't know if that was the right thing to bring because the only thing it was good for with the king.
Yeah,
Because
because I'm pretty sure Entei to hit KOs it anyways, which is not the bulkiest of mines.
yeah, and also the Entei can't be Will-O-Wisp, which is one of the main things that Weezing does.
Yeah. Something I want to give out to Storm though, he brought that Coal Mine Cresselia, which essentially cost us in 2 months, which was kind of bad for him.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Palm Microsoft.
Also, cool fact though that because Cresselia has Levitate, it was easily affected by the Toxic or Mr. Terrain.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know
threw me
if
for
that
a
was
loop.
meant to be like that, but like
No, yeah,
that was
it's only
pretty cool prep.
for grounded. All the terrains only affect grounded Pokemon. So yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool thing on Destiny that he brought Toxic on Fini, mainly for the Cresselia.
Yeah. But yeah, Cresselia just kind of set up and took lives.
Yeah, 2 months out. The Manaphy Revenge Kill land after the Rock Polish, and then some Earthquake damage.
Destin did
Circuitry.
miss a Nature's
He,
Madness on the Cresselia.
yeah, Destiny also, I'm looking through right now, he missed the Say Hypnosis on the Manaphy. Maybe that could have mattered. But then again, he had
it didn't because he
E-Speed
got
Entei.
revenged by the E-Speed Entei.
Yeah. Hey,
So
now
that
this is the phone turn 26. So Mienshao kills the Entei, right? With her jump kick.
Yep.
He goes into Gastrodon. He can kill him right now, but he misses.
He does indeed miss.
So he needed to connect two her jump kicks, and he would have won the game. But yeah, Storm looking again.
Yeah, because this do we have confirmation that it was a Scarf Moon show?
Yes, I talked to us, and it was a scarf.
Okay, and then
And the swallow was specs because he just echoed the whizzing.
I don't know if it needs to be spec to do that. It might just be like Silk Scarf.
It could have, but like as long as it wasn't scarf, then Mienshao won that game,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
Or he could have quick attack on Swallow for all we know, but that we never found out.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, again, not too much to say on that.
Yeah, it's just.
The next game was
Go ahead.
between Rishmal and Sniper. Rishmal brought Mega Charizard X, Starmie, Rotom Heat, Fortress, Miss Magius, and Hariyama. Where Sniper brought the Mega Scizor, Celebi, Volcanion, Hitmontop, Nidoqueen, and Lycanroc Day. This one, I just remember off the top of my head the Celebi versus Miss Magius, where Sniper was just spamming Psychic on it, and I wasn't sure why.
He just ended up sacking it to it.
If he didn't have Shadow Ball, I feel like he should have had Shadow Ball first of all. But like I think he should have swapped into something else. Celebi could have been useful. It seemed to be choiced.
Yeah, it was Choice Scarf, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so that was interesting. The Volcanion set, it was a Flame Charge set, was pretty cool, but Rishmal played really well around it. He scouted for the Bloom Doom. He brought in Starmie,
yeah.
and then doubled into Rotom. And because it's Bloom Doom based off of Solar Beam, Starmie could come in after that and deal with Volcanion.
Yeah, and quick shout out for Rich. That was the soul based Starmie, so he could have taken like a. I think he said he could take. No, he couldn't take a Bloom Doom, but he could have taken like a Power Air Solar Beam.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna be cool. Also, I don't. Was the Scarf Nidoqueen? No, it wasn't, right?
Yes, it was. It was a Scarf Nidoqueen.
It was. Okay,
Yep.
that's so he brought double Scarfers.
Yeah, but the Nidoqueen just he didn't have very good switching, so the Nidoqueen when it got locked into something, it was kind of like, all right, what are you sacking?
Yeah, basically. But if a sniper would have predicted the correct mon coming in, he probably would have gotten more kills with
I
Nidoqueen.
think Sniper had to make harder reads because when he went for the Sludge Wave on the Starmie, it was an easy switch into the Fortress, which could then get
the
us
Fortress,
free
yeah.
rocks potentially, or spikes, or whatever. And then he went for a Flamethrower on Fortress afterwards, and then Rish just went into Rotom Heat. Like,
yeah.
Rish just made the right switches every time.
Yeah, and at the end of the game, Sar just set up a Dragon Dance and won.
Yeah, I did find it weird how Rish played with that because he set up 1DD and then was Dragon Clawing and Roosting when he could have set up more DDs.
More
the Dragon Claw.
More Dragon Dance.
Hey, that just felt like a very long, tedious process when it didn't need to be.
Alright, he just could have set up like 2-3 Dragon Dances, roosted off, and gone from there.
Yeah, because that Scizor was not doing anything.
Yeah, it just had Bullet Punching U-turn.
Yeah. And then Rish, to preserve the differential, did go into Hariyama on the Lycanroc. And,
yeah.
And then, yeah, he won from there.
Yeah, which is pretty smart. Because differential is always important.
Or,
especially when the division is
that's
so
not what happened.
tight.
Sorry. What happened was, the Excel Rock from Lycanroc didn't kill Charizard. But then, as Scizor came into BP, that's when he swapped into Hariyama.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. So, Sar didn't get the kill, but Hariyama did.
Yeah, on the Mega Scizor.
Right.
Yeah. Very good plays from Rish. And
Yeah, risk.
Sniper made a lot of obvious plays and maybe not optimal sets. A Scarf Celebi, I don't know what it could have done, but if it didn't have Shadow Ball, I think it should have because that deals with Miss Maggie's and Starmie. And does Rish have a dark type on his team? Oh well, he
Uh,
has a normal type. He has
he has
Digglebee.
Mandibus.
Oh, Mandibule's and Digglebee. So I don't know if that was his reasoning for not bringing it. Because if he did have it, I don't see a reason why he wouldn't have gone for it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then with the Nidoqueen, when you have Scarfers like that, um, you have to go for harder predictions because you don't want to be choice locked into something that allows your opponent to take
That's
advantage of you.
yeah, something that's like resisted
Because like um, if Nidoqueen's locked into Flamethrower, Charizard can set up DDs.
easily.
Yeah, and looking at Sniper's team, he doesn't have very good ways of dealing with that. As we saw, Lycanroc doesn't kill it, and it was around um,
It, it
it
was
was at
around
60.
50.
No, it
Yeah.
was at 63%, and
Oh,
an
okay.
Accelerock did not take
It
it
did
out.
like 50 something, right?
About yes, so that shows that that wasn't a good enough way to deal with it. So yeah, the next game was between Shiny and the Flint Tropius against Geo and the Florida Flygons.
Against Geo, man.
Geo continues to not be playing his best. Um, this game was there was a point in which Shiny had his Volcarona in at +1 and did not choose to try sweeping with it. Maybe he thought, what did he have in? Was it Hydreigon?
May,
I can't remember what Geo brought in that scared out Volcarona.
wasn't it a Lop? I don't know. I'm looking through it right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, Geo did get parried a couple times with the Aromatisse, but then again, it wasn't doing much to that Crossma anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, it was against the Drapion.
Oh, the Drapion came in?
Uh, it was Bocarona versus Drapion, then Drapion died,
And then after
and
that,
then Mega Lopunny came in.
and Mega Lopunny
Uh,
also died. Oh, he went into
yeah.
Victini. The Victini scared out the Volcarona.
Maybe you expected Scarfdini or something?
Yeah, that was interesting.
But yeah, because Bull Strike would have now killed, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
wait,
not
he
sure on
wasn't
that.
even choice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's an interesting play right there. But he did manage to pursue Tread the Victini, so that was good for Shiny.
I like that someone used Pursuit. I went a whole season
Finally, he
with
did.
Hoopa. No one brought Pursuit.
No one brought Pursuit, and that's why Hoopa put in so much work too,
Yeah.
because
Um.
it just shoot ahead, it just like launch ahead and switch out.
Yeah.
No one will Pursuit trapping.
But yeah, he played his Mega Aerodactyl really well. Volcarona took out 2 Mons, and then honestly, Geo didn't have a way of dealing with Aerodactyl really. Um.
Yeah, he didn't have. Did he bro Silvally Steel? Yeah, he
Yes.
did.
So it just
But
got KO'd by Earthquake.
yeah,
Um.
Shiny predicted him to switch there because he was in Hydreigon at first.
Yeah.
So that was
Hydreigon
pretty
died
good.
to Stone Edge, and then the Aromatisse got paralyzed. Sorry, but it didn't really matter because it would still get to it
It
KO'd
didn't
by
matter, yeah.
Stone Edge, and I don't think
Yeah.
Aromatisse could do anything to Mega Aerodactyl, really.
If it had reflect, it maybe could have done something, but G only showed a light screen. So I think that was all he has.
Yeah. I
Light
mean,
screen, Moonblast, Wish, Protect.
I don't know if Moonblast would be doing enough to where he couldn't take two, the Aerodactyl. So I think he
Yeah.
could have just spammed Stone Edges.
Yeah, no, at the end of the day, Shiny won anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, he just could have got Bocarona and set up and still win
He
that
could
one.
have, yep, he could have done that. So yeah, I mean a little hacksy, towards Geo, but he didn't have like looking at his team. There's not really a good way of dealing with Volcarona.
Right. Did you list out the monster they brought? I think I don't know if you did or not.
If I didn't, I'll do it. So, Shiny brought.
No, just
Did I don't. I honestly, I don't think I did.
I don't think you did either.
All right. Shiny brought the Blastoise, Volcarona, Alolan Persian, Megaradactyl, Tapu Koko, and Necrozma. Geo brought Victini, Megalophony, Drapion, Silvally, Hydreigon, and Aromatisse. It was Silvally
There you
Steel.
go.
Yeah, I didn't write that down, but it was Silvally Steel.
Yeah, it was still. So
Um,
yeah, Geo just did not have any good answers for Mega Arrow, like at
he
all.
also actually Geo did crit the Tapu Koko with Hydreigon's Earth Power. I believe the Koko was at +1. It was Calm Mind, and he got a
Yeah.
crit on it.
So he would have lived that and probably killed with like Dazzling Gleam or something.
Yep. Yep.
So worst case scenario, that costs Channy one
It
differential
potentially
point.
cost him one differential. But
That's not that big of a deal though.
yeah, we want to obviously get the biggest differential possible. Uh,
Definitely, definitely.
so the next game was between me of the Brookhaven Bonnets against Dave and the Minnesota Victinis. I bought Braviary, Conkeldurr, Nidoking, Frostlass, Darmanitan, and Kartana. Dave brought Thundurus Incarnate, Mega Venusaur, Infernape, Crocodile, Mesprit, and Vaporeon.
Yep. Hustle Stacking was so good because he didn't bring the Mon. What's the Mon called?
Sandslash.
Sanslash. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the reason why Frostlash was so good again, I didn't fix this one either. It shows all my mindset. The
Oh.
Nidoking didn't die. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I've been doing a
Nidoking
lot of
did.
stuff. Nidoking didn't die.
It's the only one that lived. Okay, so very questionable play here. Dave Toxic the Conkeldurr with the
Oh, I was
Vaporeon.
gonna do like turn one, because turn one there was stuff. Like
Go ahead and
no.
talk about it.
Okay, so well, first of all, the Sandslash is Dave's only hazard removal. So I did want to hazard stack him, and the reason why Frostlass is a good hazard stacker against him is because it also acts as a spin blocker. So it would be able to deal with the Sandslash very well.
Yeah, I can still like hit it with Ice Beam for a lot of damage too.
And Frostlass was also a Colberberry for any knockoffs. Because
That's pretty cool.
Sandslash, best thing to hit Frostlass would probably be that. It also was there for Crook because Ice Beam did a really big amount to that as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Hustle Stacking was really good bring against Dave.
Yeah. So from turn one, I found Vaporeon to be a very odd lead because it couldn't deal with Frostlass really. It scalded me and got a burn, and then Curse Body activated, and Scald was its only attacking move. I'm guessing. So I was able
Yeah,
to.
because he switched out immediately.
So I got another free layer. Mesprit came in. I taunted that on his Stealth Rock, and then got my third layer. So from there, Frostlass did a job.
Yeah, I swear to God, it feels like Curse Body activates more than it should.
It's 30%, right?
Yeah, it's 30%, but like you see it a lot.
Yeah, I feel like lately. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. um.
Yeah.
So yeah. Moving forward, Vaporeon is in on Conkeldurr, and Vaporeon goes for the Toxic on Conkeldurr. I had predicted a swap into like Venusaur or Thundurus because they both would deal with Conkeldurr better. So I went for an Ice Punch, and he just went for Toxic, which was confusing because Conkeldurr gets Guts, and I was Guts Assault Vest. But Dave
Yeah, yeah.
thought I could potentially be Flame Orb, and he would rather have Conkeldurr Toxic than burned because it would wear me down more.
Yeah, you eventually die faster, which kind of makes sense to be honest. It's not like
Right.
anything out of the other world. But then again,
If
it's
I'm
like
not Flame Orb, then you gave
if you
me
were not Flamer, then he just gave you a free boost.
yeah, and I wasn't. So that was I don't agree with that play. I don't think the payoff is good enough. I actually Like I
And then you were packing facade. Like, were you expecting to get poison? Poison?
I was expecting. So I what I had planned was to have Conkeldurr switch into Vaporeon on like literally
Or
any play.
Registeel?
Hmm?
Or
Oh yeah,
Registeel?
or
Because Dave
Registeel.
loves Registeel.
Yeah, because the two of those mons use the statuses, and with Vaporeon,
Yeah.
it's gonna run Scald and Toxic, so the likelihood of me getting my guts activated, I thought was pretty high. I just didn't think he would be staying in with Vaporeon and toxicking me.
Yeah. And willingly toxic you, yeah.
Um, so yeah. Uh, and then what else happened? Honestly, this game was
It was, sorry, it was very satisfying how Darmanitan did 51 to Vaporeon with a Flare Blitz.
yeah, the nice banded Darmanitan did.
Choice Banded Flare Blitz, dude. Like, that's not a switching.
Yeah,
51%? Are you kidding me?
yeah, he had no switching for banded Darm. So
And that's a Vaporeon too. That thing's fucking fat.
hmm there was
Yeah.
one turn in particular that I think could have. I don't know if it would have resulted in Dave winning, but it definitely would have changed how the battle played out. When Mesprit went for T Wave as Bravery was in, I swapped into Darmanitan. If he got a Brock there, I don't have removal, and
Yeah, that could have been bad for you.
yeah, because Bravery and Darmanitan were like two of my last 3 or 4 mons at that point. I think three. So
Yeah,
that would have hindered me a lot. But also, if he didn't T Wave me, then Darmanitan was a threat because late game, because it was paralyzed, I just sacked it. So I don't know what the trade off would have been there.
yeah, it definitely might have altered the game, but I don't know if it would have been like game changing. Because
Yeah,
at the end of the like late game, Bravery's like a 20% which just switches out. So if rocks were up, it would just die into coming back in.
yeah. But then also Darm wouldn't have been a sack, so it's like things would have played
Yeah,
out differently.
then Darn would have not been sacked exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, those last couple turns were interesting because the Dave's Thunderous and Infernape, if they came in, they threatened like my whole team. I had to make predictions on that. Um,
Right, right.
and I did play it safe.
Yeah,
The game was pretty safe.
Thunders and Inferno are just big threats.
Yeah, and they had good speed tiers against what I had.
Yeah. When I was like the last 2 months, Thunders against Nidoking, I'm like, what if Dave right now reveals the Shattered Psyche and
So
Luna's just gonna
I
like
knew he wasn't
die?
Shattered Psyche. No, if he was Shattered Psyche, I lost. I knew he wasn't Shattered
Yeah,
Psyche because his
he
Thunderbolt
never brings
damage.
it.
Well, yeah, but also his Thunderbolt damage under Manitan showed that it was Wise Glasses damage.
Oh, show white glasses.
Yep. So I knew that he had
Yeah,
that.
it's either expert belt or white glasses for Dave.
Yeah. There was a point in the game. Nidoking went for Ice Beam towards the end, and Dave sacked Crook. If I read the Crook sack, it could have gone Bravery, get Defiant Boost, and literally sweep from there and get a 3-0.
That would have been cool because Defiant and you were Choice Scarf, correct?
Yeah, so I had sped everything and I killed everything.
Yeah, we'll return. So
Uh,
that would have been cool, but
yeah,
yeah,
I played it too safe.
you played it safe, but at the end of the day, you won.
Yeah. So that was the last battle. Um, Next week's matchups are. I'm pulling it up. This is very slow. Why is it so slow? Alright, there we go. Week 5. So we have Colton going up against Storm. We have Shiny going up against Dave. We have Carlos going up against Geo. Destin going up against Zern. Rishmal going up against me. And Sniper going up against TPV. Right?
Fake Justin. That's
Fake
a better
Justin.
name.
There we go. Fake Justin.
Yeah, there you go. Fake Justin.
So those are the matches for next week. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Bye.
See ya.